Hey everybody, Coach John here, coming out of our little local fresh market, Randazzo's, little fruit and vegetable action, some lunch meat, all that good stuff. And I got to thinking, a couple things I want to try. First of all, with the Facebook Live. Hey Bailey, great to see you. Love having you stop by for a visit. Thinking about taking this, I'm going to put it onto my YouTube channel. But then I'm also going to try to pull the audio out of it for a podcast. So I'm going to have this hopefully be my next podcast as well. Logan's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. So coming out of Randazzo's, a couple things on my mind. First off, being in there, I went to the deli. Found a lot of it already prepackaged. Just, a couple cheeses I want, lunch meat, but there's one I needed to get from somebody behind the counter. So I grabbed my number. It was a few numbers away, so I went and got some other things. Noticed on the board my number was coming up. And I got up there, and there was a lady that was waiting, and she was talking to two of the deli workers, one being the manager. And she was talking about, sounds like she's a school teacher, like me, and just the worries, concerns, family stuff. And part of my mind went to the fact of, hey, pick up the pace. I'm waiting, right? Like we all do. And I'm kind of looking at everybody else. But I quickly got away from that. That lasted like 5 seconds. I quickly got away from that and just kind of, I was right kind of 6 feet behind it, but I could hear their conversation. I just appreciated the time that they were taking to talk to each other, to talk about family. And then the conversation went on, and it sounds like somebody lost somebody. And they were not able to have a big funeral, big celebration type of thing that we normally try and have for people. And so the manager was giving her just some condolences and some kind of, just some very kind words. And I just stood there and thought about, how cool is this? And then they called out 71. I'm 72, right? My number's 72. They called out 71, and they both said, oh, she's 70, the girl that was doing all this talking with the workers. So I smiled underneath my mask and just said, you know what? That's all right. I'll wait. I'll wait a few more minutes. So it was 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops, right? And I just thought how cool that was, that they took a few minutes, no big deal to me, and I hope it wasn't a big deal to other people waiting, just to talk and catch up real quick and understand the severity of what we're all going through, and just show a little compassion, because quite frankly, I don't think it's happening all too often. I think it's getting worse. But there's no compassion. There's no kindness. There's no patience. There's always jumping into a conversation, whether it's live, unfortunately, and literally sometimes punching somebody in the face, or just punching somebody in the face online with some nasty stuff. And it just got me thinking of how blessed I was just to be in that situation there, right? And then walking out, saw this lovely old couple. She's walking with a walker, and he's holding her hand. They had to be mid-80s or older, and just walking into this place, both with their masks on. And again, quick empathy was like walking in their shoes. How do they feel walking in there? They're together, right? They're holding hands. They're going to do their shopping or whatever they got to do, but they're together. And in the scary times that is this, not only of the virus itself, but just people being so mean and nasty sometimes. So this was all kind of happening. I was carrying on a high from this morning. Coach Dave Rucker gave me a call. Okay, in the car ride to school, he's going in there to clean up, do inventory. He said he's got a ton of stuff to do, taking over the girls' varsity basketball program at Aldine High School down there in Texas. And so we had a lot to do. We just wanted to talk. And we had a great conversation. Great wisdom shared. Great stories shared. Just powerful, powerful stuff. Conversations about common books. I'm still waiting. And I got a text update right as I walked into this place. My order's coming in for the latest books I went out and bought. Got them good prices. The Garden by John Gordon is one of them. That's my next one I'm going to chomp into. And it said, delivered between 1 and 5 today. It said yesterday, then it got delayed between 1 and 5 today, and then I just got an update saying it's by 8 o'clock tonight. So it's delayed again, but I can't wait for that book. Recycling back to yesterday. Denise, my buddy Denise from Ontario, and she's formed a mastermind group that I'm a part of, and she put something out, And it's just really cool talking to people like-minded, looking for little bits of success and positivity. Trisha Miller from down in Houston and Jeff Lip, all chiming in with some stuff that really lifted my spirits. And so it's funny how this is culminating with just little events happening, and then you get out into public when your attitude can go down the crapper, right? And you get all worked up about stuff, but then you just have this built up momentum of just good stuff. And a lot of it, most of it, it ain't me, it's the people that I'm listening to, surrounding myself with, and following. And so I think that's a recipe for all of us. Find little bits and pieces every day. Reading, listening to good stuff, good music, talking to people, sending each other messages, lifting each other up. Because then when you get out in a situation in the world, you got that armor on. You got that ability to shrug things off and not let things get out of whack. Because I tell you, I'm scrolling through a lot of it, right? Not even clicking on it to read in detail. But it is amazing. Again, I said this a few videos ago, or whenever I posted something, about how we are letting politicians and what they say affect our lives and affect our relationships and affect our mood and our mindset and how we treat each other and how we feel about ourselves. Man, just bag that. It's getting out of control. And I want to just keep taking it on every day from the standpoint of shrugging it off. Not taking on and jumping into battle and saying my 2 cents because I'm right and you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. Man, I guess I'm really getting fortified about just putting some good positive stuff out there. I'm in my car and I got the podcast thing ready to go here. I'm listening to Jeff Lip's podcast from this past Monday. Again, great stuff to listen to. John Gordon's got a podcast, okay? And the one that came out today I haven't listened to yet. It's going to be days before I get to this one. Critical insights on brain health, right? And mental health type stuff. Sam Crowley, The Cost of Applause. Okay, John O'Leary's podcast is on. This is the stuff. For me, it works. You can do what you want. You can find those podcasts, and hopefully you're listening to this one when it comes out. I'm going to try. This will be the first one that I try extracting the audio off of a YouTube video. And so we'll see if it works, first of all. I'm probably talking a lot. It's not even going to come out right, but at least the video's out there. But find those things that you can just keep fortifying yourself with. I'm just finding, and I've talked about it for so long, but you know what? My wife has told me forever. I got students that have told me I need to follow my own advice. I need to follow the stuff that I'm talking about and doing for myself, right? And it's amazing because what I'm talking about isn't me coming up with these grand ideas and solutions to problems and all these wonderful thoughts. I'm just channeling the stuff that people are sharing with me, right? And that's the powerful stuff. So I need to keep on this journey. And again, talking to Dave Ruckert this morning, it was one of those things that I am dead focused. And I have trouble focusing, you guys. I am dead focused on coming out of this better, this whole fiasco of what's going on and the chaos all around. Different ways of chaos, right? Different means of it. I am focused on coming out of this better than I was before, and that's going to take me places that I know I need to go. With the relationship with my wife and my kids, the rest of my family, friends, good friends, close friends, neighbors, right? Good friends that are neighbors, my students, the basketball players I'm going to be working with, the basketball coaches that I'm going to be working with. There's all a grand formula to this, I think, okay? So again, hey, sorry this went on a little bit long. I'm going to keep trying these things. That's all I'm doing is trying some stuff, right? You don't have to get it right to get it going. You just got to get going. And things will come out okay. So again, thanks for chiming in, the people that have hung in there. Okay, Bailey, appreciate you stopping by. Logan, always great to see both of you guys. I'm so proud of you. You guys inspire me. You guys really do. By what you put out there, who you are, what you bring to my life. Thank you so much, and then everybody else listening too. Okay? All right, we'll try this. We'll see how it goes. All right? Have a great day, you guys. Thanks.